Hey guys, this is the first day of our Labor Day vacation. Jan's running away from me, you can see. She's way up there, she's ignoring me. But we are at the Okefenokee Swamp at Stephen C. Foster State Park in Georgia. We've already stayed at Stephen C. Foster in Florida, so it was interesting that they have two parks with the same name, and we are staying at both of them. So we are getting ready to go on a boat tour. Boat behind us, covered boat. Walking the docks. Gonna try to get Jan to say something. She's running away from me. Hey. Why are you running away from me, Jan?
I'm not running away. I'm trying to see where the canoes and stuff are.
Oh, see, she's got an excuse for everything. We are here with our friends Stan and Helene. I don't know if you remember when we talked about going to the Doswell International Rally and how we made so many friends and we hope to run into them on the road. Well, we actually made arrangements because we met them at Doswell and we thought it'd be nice to see if we could hook up somewhere on the road, and sure enough, they were in the area and they decided to stay at Stephen Foster as well. So we are here. We're going to enjoy some fun with them this weekend. We have a hurricane which is brewing out in the Atlantic, but we cross our fingers, we're getting lucky. It looks like it is steering out more into the Atlantic and it's not going to affect us, so we will get to enjoy the entire weekend. We were afraid that it was going to come right up the center of Florida and ruin our weekend, but it has slowed down. The name of the hurricane, I believe, is Dorian. So we are getting very fortunate that the storm is moving more easterly out into the Atlantic and hopefully will not pose a threat to any of our Florida coastal cities. And did you just see how she ran by and photobombed us? That was just awful. So I think the tour's getting ready to go. We are going to head out and enjoy it. I'll shoot some video while we're on the water, looking for alligators, snakes, and various wild creatures. And it is dark water, so you know Jan is going to love it. The good thing is it's a fairly large boat, so it's not like a canoe or a kayak. That's for tomorrow night. We're going to go on a sunset canoe ride, so we'll see how that goes. Until we're on the boat, we'll see you then. Bye.
Now retreating, I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. Seen many souls, many holy.
Well, hello guys, here we are this morning. We're out exploring the upland trail here at Stephen Foster Park in Georgia. We're with Stan and Helene. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
We're out trying to get out this morning before it gets too hot. There's a nice breeze blowing. We are now exploring where this trail goes. We were trying to find, excuse me for spinning around so fast, but we were trying to find the entrance to this part of the trail from the road, but we couldn't find it, so we're going to go backwards. Add about 18 miles to our hike, so we'll be good and tired when we get back tonight. Jan will never let me hear the end of that one, but we've seen some deer already this morning. Haven't seen any bears. Of course, I just have to be faster than the slowest person so I don't get eaten, but that will be hopefully not finding a bear. Until then, well, I don't know. We'll keep hiking, keep hunting, keep trying to find stuff. I'm rambling. Jan will remind me of that later today when I start editing this. She'll go, God, you were rambling a lot. That's what I do. Until later, goodbye guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I'm held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home.
Hey guys, well, we are on our second hike of the day. I'm not sure that this is an official trail. We were told by one of the guys that we ran into in the park that you could drive down the end of this paved road that went to a boat ramp, and then there was a trail. It's not really a trail though, you can see it's more of a Jeep road maybe. I know it took me a long time to define what that was, but double track, sweetie, what is it? I mean, I don't even know. I guess it's just an access road on a levee. What it does is it looks like it separates this part of the park from something over here. Don't know what that is. I wonder if this is, you think this is even part of the park over here? Stan, what do you think?
I would say yes.
So this is part of the park, this is part of the park, and this levee, looks like they dug that out to make this. But there's a gator right over here. Helene is guarding the gator so it doesn't jump up and get us. But we're having it's kind of warm out. The only thing that's saving us is there's a really nice breeze blowing. So we are enjoying this part of the hike. I don't know that we haven't seen a lot of wildlife except for some alligators. Big soft-shelled turtle out there. Jan is not speaking. She's being very quiet. Why haven't you said anything, sweetie?
I'm hunting rabbits.
Oh, she's hunting rabbits. Yeah. The great white hunter. First sign of a wild animal, she'd probably be running for the truck. So yeah, we're going to enjoy this view here a little bit. There's another little gator over here. He's not little, he's probably about 6 foot. But
oh, we saw some turkey.
Oh, some turkey. Yeah, we did see some turkey. So not anything extraordinary. No bears. We've been looking for bears but haven't seen any. So we're going to continue to, I think we're going to turn around because it looks like it's most the same that way. We're going to head back that way. We've been walking for what, about 45 minutes? Something like that? About that. So we're going to head back. We've got a canoe ride tonight, a sunset canoe paddle, so we're going to enjoy that. It's supposed to be there at 7, so we'll shoot more when we get there. Hopefully some really nice video tonight, maybe on, they call it Billy's Lake. It looks more like a river, but it's Billy's Lake, and we'll hopefully get some nice sunset shots. I'd say that's like Susan sells she sells by the seashore. Yeah, tongue twister. So we'll get some more sunset pictures tonight, some video of Jan canoeing in dark water, avoiding alligators. Until then, we'll see ya. Bye. And Stan and Helene are out racing us right now. They're speeding way too fast. I think we're going to need to pull them over.
We're riding the current.
Yeah.
Riding the current.
Can you believe how nice the night is?
It's beautiful.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the sun setting over here to our right, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The water is like a mirror.
And it feels amazing.
Yeah, it's not super hot like it was earlier today, so it's going to be great time tonight, I think. We're waiting for our other guide and other tour partners. As soon as they get here, we will enjoy the rest of the evening. Stan and Helene are the great alligator hunters tonight.
You see
right off on the side over there. Grab that boat, sweetheart, so we don't bump. Oh, you may. I'm turning right towards them, and I don't really want to.
I know. I don't want to pass. I don't want to freak out.
Yep. So I feel like I'm making one of those movies that's what was the name of that movie that they went out into the woods? Blair Witch Project. I feel like I'm filming the Blair Witch Project. It's getting really dark out. This is probably the last video we'll be able to make tonight. Say hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
We are enjoying this great paddle tonight on the Okefenokee Swamp, Billy Lake. It is gorgeous. I know there's not much light here, so it's pretty dark. It's the start of the Friday the 13th movies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that would get Jan going.
There's no coffee.
Yeah, so this is the last of the video I'll probably be able to shoot tonight. We're waiting for it to get dark out so we can see all the stars in the sky. And once we do that, we'll probably start heading back. But it's been great. There's a lot of alligators on the water, right, sweetheart?
Yes.
A few alligators. Can you hold up how many fingers there are alligators, you think? That many. There we go. So I'm going to close the video out and we will pick it up tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, here we are closing out our wonderful trip here at the Okefenokee Swamp.
On your foot.
She stepped on my foot. See, usually she's pulling me out of the way. Today she's stepping on my foot. Anyway, before you so rudely interrupted me,
Sorry.
she's mad at me because I won't let her turn the truck on to get the AC going because you can hear it in the microphone. Isn't that right?
Hot out here.
It's not hot. It's beautiful.
I'm glowing.
Yeah, she's glowing. Anyway, we're closing out our video here at Okefenokee Swamp at the Stephen C. Foster State Park, and we had a blast. From last week being afraid that our trip was going to get canceled because of Hurricane Dorian, and then worrying that it was going to be cut short because of Hurricane Dorian. Boy, I am tripping all over that. That's just insane. Anyway, we got to stay the whole Labor Day weekend, which was wonderful, and we had a blast. We had something to do Saturday, Sunday. Friday we got here a little late, but we had a park ranger who guided us on both days, Saturday and Sunday. His name was Josh, so we're going to give a big shout out to Josh. He did a wonderful job. Saturday he took us on a boat trip up what was called Billy's Lake in the Okefenokee Swamp, and he stopped and told us about all the little interesting facts. He's a history major from the, I guess, University of North Georgia, so he kind of knows about all of this stuff. And there was all these little interesting facts about Billy's Island and the Lees who moved here in the 1800s. It was, and the logging, really a great trip. But
And just about the swamp in general.
the swamp in general. But my favorite part was last night. It had been kind of cloudy all weekend long, and we signed up for a sunset canoe paddle, and just by chance the skies cleared up and we were out on Billy's Lake, right?
Yes.
After dark, and it was, oh, I'm gonna hit Jan. It was, I'm talking with my hands again. It was amazing how many stars you could see. This park is classified. And gators. Oh yeah. We had headlamps on, and you'd scan across the water and you'd see all these eyes. It was incredible.
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah, and they'd come up right
cool.
alongside of you while you're canoeing. I think I got a couple of shots of that on video, so you'll see it. You will have seen it previously in the video, but it was a blast. And this park is classified as a dark sky park, which means they had to go through a whole bunch of certification, but basically it means there's very little light pollution. And when you were in the canoe, the kayak last night, Josh was pointing out all the constellations, and the Milky Way was perfect. It was right overhead, and it was so dark out, if you just tilted your head back and stared at the sky for a while, this is going to sound goofy, but because you see in 3D all the time, but the stars just were amazing. There were so many stars, it was hard to pick out the constellations. So we had a blast. I know I keep going on about this last night, but it was just, if you get a chance to come here when they're having the sunset canoe paddle, definitely make a trip of it because it was fun.
I was scared about it at first, but once you're out there, it was actually pretty fun, and it was really neat. We saw an owl.
Saw an owl, yeah.
Saw an owl out
Bunch
there.
of bats. Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah.
You'd have your headlamp on, and you didn't realize how close the bats were coming to your face.
Like,
it was amazing.
That was a little shocking.
So, like we're saying, big thumbs up to Josh. He did a wonderful job. The park itself is beautiful. Although I would say loops 1 and 2, if you have a large motorhome or a very large fifth wheel, try not to come to those loops. Go to the pull-through loops because the loops here are really tight. Obviously, I think this was like one of the original loops when the park was first built, because the turns are really sharp and there's with the trees. So small trailer like ours, a little 23-footer, we had no problem. Our friends Helene and Stan, big shout out to them. We had a blast with them this weekend. They have a 30-foot Airstream, and they were able to navigate the corners not too bad. Although when they backed into their spot, they had to kind of do a funky turn to get out. So just keep in mind, if you've got something that's 30 foot long, loops 1 and 2 would be a little difficult to get in, but you can do it.
You might want to research the park beforehand,
exactly,
to make sure that you're able to get in a certain spot.
Right.
That way you can reserve that spot for when you do come.
And they do have a big pull-through section, so you could get in there, I think, no problem. We saw quite a few big fifth wheels go in there, so that was...
And they do have cabins in case you don't have.
Yeah, and they were
the
cabins seemed very nice.
So, and they were closer to everything.
Yeah,
actually.
really, yeah.
So,
and we got to hike all the trails. The trails were very well groomed. So, I mean, it was just, we had a great time this weekend. From going from, crossing our fingers that we were actually going to be able to come to having such a great time. We really enjoyed it.
Yes.
So,
we saw a ton of gators.
A lot
of
deer. Yep.
And we saw turkeys and owls.
Yep, all kinds of wildlife.
Yes.
So they had a good time. So I know we're going on here, so we will close the video out.
A mosquito.
She wanted.
Sorry.
Oh, just mosquito bite you?
Oh, a mosquito got me.
Okay, so we're going to close the video out here. Give us 2 big thumbs up if you like the video, and remember to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with all our adventures. And remember, keep chasing your dreams and don't let a little hurricane get in the way.
If you don't know how to scribe, YouTube it.
YouTube it, yeah. There's bound to be a video on it. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.
Oh,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Bye.
No, what did you want to say?
I was just gonna say, Josh is amazing.
Oh, yeah,
He did
Josh, one more time.
everything. I think he was one of my favorite things here.
Yeah. So
He does everything.
Yep. Well, everything in the park. So.
Ranger. Well, yeah.
Yep. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.